What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. I hope you are having an awesome start to your week. I am early today. I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are feeling good. This is a live stream for anybody who is new here. So there should be a timestamp below if you guys don't want to hear me kiki in and shooting the shoot, I just wanted to say hello to everybody that could make it. Hey, what's up? Whether you're at work or working out or whatever, what is up? OMG, Trip 2003 AJ said, I called in work today so I could actually watch. Y'all don't be y'all taking voluntary time off for the tea. OMG. Make sure you guys, when this is over, make sure you guys go check out the Tribe Tea podcast. I did post an episode, I want to say around 2 days ago. I was trying to post a reaction yesterday, but I couldn't find anything that really ruffled my feathers enough to rant about. And I'm not about to fake no funk, so I ain't post yesterday. But if you guys do want some more Tribe Tea content, remember I do have a podcast. And I'm going to start next season on season 3. It's just going to be me reading the older stories from the old email and stuff like that. So y'all might not want to just skip out on the Tribe Tea podcast. I be seeing the analytics. Some of y'all don't want to get into it. I get it. It's not live. But if you like Tribe Teas, it's the same thing. It's me talking directly to the person. So make sure y'all check it out. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm dehydrated. I just went out into the freaking hot world. I got called scary. Literally, look, I'll be out in public looking like this. Hold on. I'll be out in public looking like this. Hold on. Right? I'll be out in public looking like this. Okay? And expect people not to look. It makes no sense. I don't make any damn sense. It's I be out in public looking like this, and I be expecting people not to say nothing. But no, yes, this lady definitely called me scary today. She was like, yeah, you're a little scary. And I'm like, I didn't even know what to say. I just didn't say anything. I was like, oh, okay. Help. But yeah, let me know if y'all do that. Sometimes I be dressing up and I be forgetting. Especially yesterday, I'll just be forgetting. And I'll just be out. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm just flexing the blue because I know a lot of girls are scared to wear blue hair because they don't want to be the blue hair girl. But I could really give two shrimp tails about it. I could really care less. But y'all, we got a lot to get into today. We have some long stories today. And we have some receipts. I want to get into the story with the receipts first. I feel like it's a little bit more entertaining. It gets people captured. So whenever I have receipts, I'll try to keep that story first. The first story is called, and I've hinted at reading this story, but it's just been so long I never got to it. This story is old. So I'm just letting y'all know, okay? Are y'all ready for this? Because this is a lot. This story... Hold on. Shout out to Tyrell for the super chat. They were I was about to say, is that blue or are my eyes effed up? No, I definitely put some blue on there and I was scaring the girls. I was scaring the people. Apparently, I was out here looking like a 90s villain or something from a sitcom. But this first story, y'all, is called LTM. Not BLM. LTM. And I want y'all to guess what LTM stands for. Okay? LTM. LTM, girl. Child. Y'all done? Y'all done guessing? LTM stands for Long Tatas Matter. Long Tatas Matter. Y'all in the chat talking about Latino. No! There's a T. Not TLM. LTM. Y'all following me? Y'all talking about long-term marriage. Let that marinate. Y'all are so funny. You said, what is a tata? I can't go into depth on what a tata is quite yet because it's still a little early in the stream. And I don't want to get the stream flagged. But later on, we'll get a little bit more descriptive. But yes, long tatas matter. Okay? I'm about to get right on into this because I'm excited that we got a story with receipts. I haven't got a story with receipts in a while. Y'all, I always encourage you guys, send in receipts, but always protect your identity and whoever the hell you talking about. Make sure you blur stuff out. Make sure you cross out names. Do not send me no unedited receipts. I will edit them, but like, it's kind of not nice. Like, come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that to the kid. Don't make me do that at work. Okay? Don't do that to me. All right? Oh, and one more thing. I forgot I'm vlogging right now. Hold on. Y'all say hey to the vlog. All y'all in the chat. I'm about to get y'all on the screen. Make sure y'all say hey to the vlog. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Y'all are still dying at the LTM. I had to look over. I didn't even know what acronym it was. But shout out to all y'all for chilling with me, man. It's only 165 of y'all, but I am so freaking grateful that I'm not in here just talking into space. Like, okay, hey, what's up? Hey. Y'all talking about Gwen Stefani. Y'all are so funny. Okay, chat going crazy. Finally, I got y'all. Talking about what's good, vlog. Oh my goodness. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so lit. All right, let's get into it. I'm stalling too much. It's already been 7 minutes. And we got some long stories to get into, so here we go. LTM, long tatas matter. Hi, Naja. I love your tribe tees, and I've been following you since the Tumblr/Instagram days. Ooh, child. So you've seen me really grow up into a woman, child. Jesus. Shout out to you. We are the same age, but I am a Libra. Shout out to all my Libras in the chat. All right, so I just want to tell this story for my girls with the tatas that hang a little low, you know, the relaxed chest, big and small. I like that, relaxed chest. You know, you got a little relaxed chest, you know. I'm not wearing a bra right now. Mine are a little relaxed. You get what I'm saying? So I get you. Shout out to Sherry's. Ooh, thank you so much for the donation. They say sending love. A month ago, I finished your videos, and today I just finished y'all couple channel, and I watched Daniel's first video right before this live. Thank you so much for being such like a dedicated supporter. I appreciate that so much. You watching all over the board. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. If y'all like creators, go rewatch their content. It does help a lot. Like, you'll enjoy it and it helps them out. Like, I really appreciate that. But yes, from now on, we are going to be calling long tatas relaxed, because that's what they're doing. They're relaxing and they're chilling. Because I don't know about y'all, but like when you have a long hard day and you take it off, oh my Lord, come on, man. You take the bra off, it's like, it'd be a little life-changing. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be a little life-changing. But they said if you could hold your iPhone 11 lip gloss and keys under that crease, this is for you. Hold on, what could I hold? This is so inappropriate. Hold on, let me not have that all zoomed in on my chest. Hold on. Okay, I could fit the iPhone. Y'all, I can't show this on stream. I can fit the iPhone though, but that's all I could do. I'm not about to front. I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to fit nothing else but this iPhone under here. But yeah, girl, mine is a little bit relaxed. It's a little relaxed because I fit the iPhone under, but I can't do the lip gloss and all that. So I guess I could do lip gloss and keys, but I can't do all of that. So yeah, girl. Oh, where my relaxed girls at? So one day I got a missed call from my ex from 2011. My first love. Let's call him Pigeon because he's pigeon-toed. I thought you were gonna call him a bird. You didn't call him a bird. You said he was pigeon-toed. He be standing like Lil Uzi. He be like with the pigeon toe. No. Oh my God. Help. Okay. So we separated on a very odd note. It was long distance and he was 2 years older than me. He was the fat guy that lost weight his senior year and he let all that attention go to his fat ass head. Girl, you are killing me today. How you big pigeon-toed and you just got your shit together and you want to talk about somebody? Because I got receipts and stuff, so I already know that that's where this is about to go. Sir, don't you got LTMs? Don't you got LTs, I mean? It'd be the audacity for me. Anyway, so he started cheating on me while simultaneously trying to get me to sleep with him. Yeah, that's a way to do it. Of course, my little naive behind trusted him and I gave in, but soon after that, it seemed like that was all he wanted from me, and me not giving it to him made him lose interest. I myself was starting to come into myself, my own weirdo self. I found Tumblr, started listening to, oh my God, me and you are like, here, you're talking about, you was listening to Odd Future, Marina and the Diamonds, like, yes, we was over here thrifting and stuff, and he thought all of that was weird. Girl, he wasn't the only one. A lot of people thought that was weird. And then now a lot of people are like doing this thing where they're like, oh my God. Like, oh, for example, like how I'm dressed right now. People would call this like Tumblr. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's never been cool. And now, and then even like when people try to replicate it, they call it something else. Like, now this is technically Y2K, and I had to market it as Y2K. This is a 90s tee. Like, it's just that little stuff like that be irritating me. That's just the fashion student in me coming out. Shout out to Mari TV for the donation. They said, spiritually, you know what? Just posted about this. Girls was in the comments saying they didn't like it either, so deal with it. Ooh. And ooh. Look, they talking about they don't like it either, so deal with it. Oh no, for real, like, how many of us like, we don't like holding our stuff when we running down steps. We don't like cleaning the sweat. Like, you think we, like, come on now. Like, you think we just, but I don't give a damn, and I hope you don't give a damn either, and I hope all my girls out there with relaxed tatas, even if your tatas are more relaxed than mine, because mine fluctuate with my weight gain and my weight loss. So yeah, I gained a lot of weight. And I lost a lot of weight, so they be looking relaxed, girl. So shout out to all my girls, and I hope y'all really do not care, because at the end of the day, they still gonna want to smash. Like, they still gonna want to smash. So what? But yes, she was like, I'm coming into myself. I'm about to be like every other bitch from 2012. You know, I'm about to get into Odd Future and Marina and the Diamonds. Yes, we're here, girl. We all went through the same phase. So meanwhile, this dude wore Old Navy on purpose, but I digress. Girl, he said, I'm trying to be comfortable. So he caught me texting another guy while we were hanging out, and he walked out of my life, literally. LOL, even though he was cheating on me with several girls. So 9 years later, this dude calls me, but I missed the call, and my dumb ass called back, and he wanted to take me out to eat, so I agreed. Pigeon is a Leo, by the way. SMH. Leos and Libras are toxic. Yes, they are. They are very toxic, because I don't know why, but y'all do this thing where it's like, it's kind of like a natural born codependency type of thing. Because it's like the Leo constantly needs reassurance. And Libras can come off as overbearing. So if you put that together, it's just like a constant like I don't know. And I know some of y'all out there are in these type of relationships, because a lot of Libras and Leos end up getting married. Like, a lot of y'all like that shit. So I'm not trying to, I mean, anybody can be codependent. I'm not trying to shame, but I've just noticed this pattern of Leos and Libras, And it's like a toxic tug of war of like love bombing, emotional manipulation. I've seen it get violent sometimes because both of y'all like to fight. Like, child, look, just saying. And shout out to my Leos. I love me some Leos. Y'all are dope. I could be friends with y'all. I could not date y'all because of that shit, but I could be friends with some Leos. I really like y'all, but that tug of war be too much. It's fun to watch on the outside if it doesn't get too bad, you know. But well, they met back up for food. We talked about memories, what we do in life. I forgot to mention that 2 months after me and Pigeon broke up, he had a baby with one of the girls he was cheating on me with. Sir, jail. Shout out to Offney in the chat for the donation. They say, I lost over 100 pounds. Oh my God, congratulations. And I have relaxed tatas, but I'm supposed to have a reduction done in 2 months. With that being said, LTM, yes, shout out to the Zoes in the chat. No, for real, like, and there is no shame. I see girls get breast reductions all the time, even if they don't have LTs. Like, it can be a lot. Like, I'm telling you, holding them tatas, running everywhere, it gets sweaty. They start to clip on stuff. Like, it's a lot. But it's the audacity for me that this man had a whole baby on you, technically. He has a 9-year-old. This man has a 9-year-old now. And you want to come over here and say, hello, sir, you conceived that child while you was in a relationship with me. I'm not about to play these games with you. I'm not about to play these games with you and your little love child. And that might sound messed up, but that's what's going on. Like, no, because that's disrespectful. Because if you are still with that BM and that BM knew that you were hanging out with me, whew, child, help. So we talked about the cheating and the baby. I unloaded the clip of the trauma he caused me by taking the V card and not being faithful. And he was mature and just, ate it. Like, he accepted it and apologized. Another fact about Pigeon is he is a cop. Child. Girl, I don't know why that just disappointed me, like, so much. That just disappointed the hell out of me. He's a what? Okay. All right. Yes. NYPD at that. Girl, SMH. And I'm a sociology major, aka a liberal ass girl. But I'm also open-minded, and I know not all cops are bad. And I was interested to see the man that he's grown into. So time goes on. We talk on the phone from time to time, and we went on a little winter getaway with each other. Girl, no, what are you doing? Why are we moving backwards? He has a baby. He has a child. Is the BM dead? Because I made a poll last week. On would you guys date someone with kids? Because that was like a main thing in the last Tribe Tea last week. And somebody said very interestingly in the comments, yeah, if the BM is dead or in jail, I'll date him. And somebody else was saying, well, if they do have kids, they're most likely still smashing the BM until the kid is like 5. And I'm just like, bro, these are things that y'all have really thought about. Like, girl, I don't know. I don't think I would have had it in me to play stepmom to a love child that I know happened. Even though your relationship was very immature. Your relationship was very immature that you had with Pigeon in the beginning. Y'all were very immature. Y'all were both young. But why would you... This is so bad. Especially because you did say it traumatized you. And I don't doubt that. I mean, that was your first few experiences. You get what I'm saying? Girl. Girl, I had some random person comment on that community tab and was like, hook up? I wouldn't hook up, period, because I'm not a slut. And I was like, well, good for you. Good for you, Sister Teresa. I don't know what you I don't know what I don't know what slut shaming people in the poll is gonna do, because babies are still getting made and baby mamas are still getting busy and baby daddies are still getting busy. There are definitely people in the world that are having hookups. Like, I don't know how to tell you this. But girl, anyway, let me get back to this. So, time goes on. We talk from time to time. We go on a little winter getaway, and you already know what happens on the winter getaway. She talking about the eggplant was great, especially because we had all these teenage fantasies that finally came true. And I think that's what it all boils down to. And I have said this on another Tribe Tea before. The majority of y'all don't really want to get back with y'all exes because they were your soulmate, or there was like this potential, or they're the one that got away. The tea is, y'all just want to see if they got some new moves and if they still good at what they do. Let's be real. Y'all don't really want to do anything else other than hook up. Let's be real. Y'all just want to hook up, see if anything's changed, see if they learn some new tricks. That's all y'all care about. Am I wrong, chat? Let me know. Am I wrong? Am I tripping? That's my prerogative. That's what I think. Because anytime an ex has ever tried to hit me up, it's only been about physical stuff. It's never been on no, like, you get, nah. No. So, like, even just being able to lay down and hold each other. Yeah, girl, because y'all was in a high school, immature, behind relationship. Like, but there was something in my gut telling me not to get too comfortable with him. Around this time, my business blew up on TikTok. Congrats. And my shop completely sold out. Yes, ma'am. Sending all the prosperity to all my small business owners in the chat. Shout out to the Hood Hippie. I just got your package today with your artwork. So y'all should go check out thehoodhippie.com. She makes like art and stuff. I was going to show it in my video tomorrow, but y'all will see. But yeah, shout out to all my small business owners. And there's going to be a coupon code for her shop if y'all want to support. It's going to be in the description of tomorrow's video. So if y'all want to go check her stuff out now, you can. But if you want a discount, wait until tomorrow and I'll give y'all a code. But yeah, shout out to all y'all blowing up on the TikTok and putting your business out there. So since her shop was sold out, she was super busy. He would get upset, but I had to remind him that he can clock out of work. I can't. Period. They don't get it. They don't get, period, girl. Now, it's the next month, and I should have never said period, girl. Tell me why this girl said her period ain't even come. Child. Girl. She said, Naja, I was in distress. I really let my ugly, pigeon-toed, cop Republican ex BF with the love child and a crazy baby mama. So the BM is very much alive, very much crazy, and very much still sexually active with him, by the way. Because if she's crazy, that means he's entertaining her. She's probably not crazy, too. She's probably not. I really let my ugly, pigeon-toed, cop, Republican ex-BF with a kid and a crazy baby mama knock me up at the beginning of my business career. I really thought that bro trapped me. Okay, past tense. Okay, we might be in the clear. SMH, but that was God telling me to not let him go. Like, this is his final red flag. Pigeon didn't seem worried that I was pregnant, and when he found out that I wasn't, he was just like, I told you so. Girl, I would have been swinging. I wanted to get rid of him, though, because I realized messing with him could really mess up my life. But as the unconfrontational Libra, y'all need to get some therapy with that trait, boy, because that really be kicking y'all ass. Y'all are some really Libras, y'all are some really smart people, and you guys have good intuition. And a lot of the times, sometimes because you have good intuition, you go off of your assumptions, and sometimes they're wrong, right? And because you're not confrontational, those just build up, build up, build up. And now you built this case on somebody that's based off of a really floozy assumption. And now you're making an ass out of you and me. Like, I'm telling y'all need to, I'm telling you, groom that gift, like nurture that gift. But you don't view it as like a fight. Like, view it as like, okay, this is me acquiring further information so that I can make a correct. You get what I'm saying? Trust me, Libras. Trust me, okay? Coming from a double air sign. Just trying to help y'all out, all right? But she says, as an unconfrontational Libra, I didn't know how to say this until last night happened. I woke... Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Because this is some foolery. Y'all... I woke up to this picture. I have linked it so you can show the tribe. Y'all. 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 I had to blur it because I didn't want the tube to think that these were real. But this is a knitted tank top. And she said, it is a meme of an elongated bra cups with the caption, I found a bra for the hang lows. I'm mind you, the meme account is ran by a man and people are laughing in the comments. Now, I'm confident in my body. I show it off. But yes, my girls hang a little low when they're free. Au natural. Ain't nothing wrong with the little drop. It took me a while to get here, and I encourage other girls through my brand to love themselves. So when I saw this picture and him doing this, oh, y'all, watch this. I know some of y'all already saw it because I scrolled it a little weird in the beginning. But then he talking about wrong person, my bad. Y'all, I know my sense of humor is so, like, gone when I just, like, thought about that. My bad. Like, you are evil. Why would you do... And, like, I get it, sis. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, you're confident you worked yourself up, but it does hit differently when it's like, this is the first person that's probably ever seen you that way in a sexual fashion, and they're over here a kikiing, and you know he sent that to somebody trying to kiki about your ass. You know he did. Talking about wrong person, my bad. Like, so when I saw wrong person, I was taken the F back. Was this dude making fun of me and sent the pic on accident? Yes, I think so. I think he was. Because, like you said, it was nothing but men kikiing and laughing. Why would he send that to you thinking that you would kiki and laugh? Like, it's not like... Like, I know society standard boobs are supposed to be up to your chin no matter what the size, but that's not realistic. So I went off. Knowing you're right, and now people are getting, like, built-in what is that called? Built-in bralette surgery. So it's like you get the built-in wires that they put in a bra, like underneath. So it's constantly, I think Cardi B has that. Ari Fletcher has it. Just like that really like firm look, you know, like I know what you're talking about. Child, let's get into these messages because she was not about to spare him today. She was not sparing him today. So he talking about wrong person. My bad. My bad. She said, nah, I think you got the right person. Period. Like, let's get them together. Let's get them all the way together. So, nah, I think you got the right person. And before you talk about somebody else's tatas, make sure you are sitting yours. Make sure yours are sitting up straight. No, because honestly, I was thinking the same thing in the beginning. I'm like, how are you somebody that just lost weight and you were a heavyset dude and you got the nerve to be talking about somebody else's stuff hanging low to the flow? Like, girl, you had to get him all the way together. You had to. Because no. She said, you are misogynistic, insecure crap. I pray you find security in yourself, period. I was disgusted that I trusted my body with you back then and now. And you still have no respect. You weren't even you weren't even pure when you took the V. But you claim you were so in love. You are really sick. That's what I get for having a big heart. So I guess you can go run back to your other ex. LOL. I'll move on to bigger and better things like I've been doing. Enjoy. Child. You got him all the way together, but I know deep down inside that shit hurt. I know that shit hurt it. I know it hurt. I know it hurt. Because this is like your first. Like, and he just seemed grimy from the beginning. And I get that you were trying to be the bigger person, but I don't think he genuinely meant his apology when he apologized to you on that first lunch. He's just a complete, it was just all, girl, I'm telling you, it was all fantasy based. Like, it was just all fantasy based. This guy sucks. Like, he deserved that drag. Okay, what's his excuse? What's he gonna come back with? Not you swearing on the baby. I swear on my kid that was an accident and not meant for you. He better go check his baby pulse, because if you're actively having relations with a woman that has this characteristic and you see people a kiki and laughing, you would think that either you would just scroll by, not care, like, okay, whatever, y'all don't get no biscuit anyway, like the fuck. Or you would join into the joke. Or if you genuinely were concerned, you would comment below and be like, all y'all don't get no play, blah, 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 blah. Then she would see your comment in the thing and they would get why you're sending it. But no, you were being messy. You definitely were being messy. I understand why you're going off the way you are. I swear I would never disrespect you like that. And if you don't believe me when I'm putting that on my kid, I love your body, by the way. It is no cap. You're dead gorgeous. And your body fire. I tell you that all the time. I am so, so sorry that was sent to you. I messed up. Who is it supposed to go to? Who are you supposed to go? Like, what he's not getting is regardless, you sent it. It doesn't matter if who you was talking about found out you were talking about them. You sent it. He just said he was... Right. Exactly, Ashley. He just admitted he's talking about her. Like, I would never disrespect you like that. I'm dead upset with myself. No, you're mad because you know you ain't getting no biscuit no more. You know you screwed up. Like, even when you weren't talking to him, unfortunately, sis, by you going to lunch with him, going on that little winter retreat, you let him know that he could have you whenever the hell he wants. Even when you decided, I'm not about to talk to him no more, he knew he could still hit you up if he wanted you. But when he did this, he knew it was over. He was like, damn, I messed up. Like, I'm never gonna get her ever again. Like, he knows he messed up. Why are you swearing on your child's life over some biscuit and some tatas? Like, really think about that, sir. Please forgive me. No. Unblock me so I could call you and I could tell you how sorry I am. Y'all, she blocked him. She blocked him. She blocked him. He's like, please let me make it right. She's like, no sir, no sir. Oh, and if you guys are having any lags, just exit the stream and come back, and it should be good. Let's see the last text message. He calling her. He's texting her from a burner now. Now he's texting her from a burner. Please forgive me. Blah 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 blah. I'm sorry. Oh, no, she unblocked him for a second. Okay, so it wasn't a burner because before I had to edit this, it was like the full phone number. So I guess she blocked him and took him out the friends list, and she unblocked him just to say this to him. He said, I'm really sorry. She said, there is nothing you can say or do whatsoever at this point. Let's just forget this ever happened. No, for real. Like, let's just forget the meeting back up, all of that. Let's just forget that ever freaking happened. Like, charge it. That was never for you, and no, I don't want to give up that easy. I'm telling you, girl, all he wants is some biscuit. Like, he is really not worried about hurting your feelings. Like, he knows that he got caught. You're probably one of, like, a bunch. Since he's been cheating from adolescence, he's been lying and manipulating since adolescence. I don't doubt that there's more than one girl, especially because the crazy baby mama. Yeah, there's definitely more girls, and he's upset that he's losing you. I dead can't forgive myself. Forget? Nah, I'm good. Boy, if you don't get your old... Ew. Ew. Messy. So now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit insecure again. Before him, I stopped even hooking up because, hello, COVID, and I just want more passion, not just smashing. Now I feel depressed and stressed from that pregnancy scare to the current situation. It just seems sus. Although he's sweet, girl, that is not sweet. That is manipulation. Them Leos know how to sweet talk and butter you the hell up just so they can get out of trouble real quick. Because for a lot of Leos, bro, trouble is an inconvenience. Like, they're not trying to be inconvenienced with all that drama shit. Even though he was down for that drama shit in the moment, like, that wasn't him being nice. Especially Leo men do this. Like, they just want the tension to be gone, and they just want to be in a happy, goofy mood. They just want to be in a happy, goofy mood again. They don't want that. So he's not really being sweet. He just knows what to say to you. Yep, that's exactly what she said. She said, look, although he's sweet and knows what to say, that's just how Leos are. They're just manipulative as fuck and tell you lies just to shut you up. Tribe, would you forgive him? No. Oh my God. I'm going to put the chat on the screen because now she's asking y'all what y'all think. She said, Tribe, should I forgive him? I don't think you should. Am I being overly sensitive? I don't think you are. I am probably going to drop him regardless. And ladies, if you have long tatas, do not let these gremlins make you feel bad. Love your boobies. Thank you, Naja. Love ya. Well, thank you for hitting me up. Yes, y'all, please don't let these dusties have y'all feeling bad about yourself, because at the end of the day, they still smash. The same way they like to say that to us. Oh, I still smash, though. Bro, sir, you're a whore. I smashed you, too. Shut up. Like, since we're slut-shaming each other now. Like, leave me alone. But no, sis, you should definitely leave him. I feel like it's a group collective. We're all here saying the same thing. Like, he isn't doing nothing for nobody. But causing you insecurities, trying to take you off of your pedestal that you've built for yourself. Like, no, anybody that makes you feel less than, you don't need to be around that. Especially voluntarily. Like, ew, he can go to hell. Like, ew. Y'all talking about leave him alone. Yes, please leave him alone. Leave him alone. Shout out to Erica talking about, hey, I'm on class. I'm on a quick break. Just want to say hello. Shout out to everybody on their break. Everybody at work. Everybody working out. Everybody in school. Yeah, y'all are just like collectively no, for real, Kate. Like, he was dead ass laughing at you. He was laughing at you. He was not laughing with you. He was laughing at you with other miserable, cheating, misogynistic dudes on Instagram. And it sucks because I'm pretty sure those tops were meant to be empowering. Like, they were meant for women. Like, you get what I'm saying? It started off, look, it started off good and then it got ugly. Please protect your energy, bro. Please. And he's a cop. Oh, ew. A Republican cop. He was definitely kikiing. And then, I don't know. I just get weird vibes. Cop is like one down from military and like the cheating realm, though. Like, military men supreme. They gonna cheat, girl. They're probably gonna, like, get what I'm saying. But cops, I view them as like right underneath as like the cheating. And then right underneath cops is like gym teachers. Like, if you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. If you agree, like this video. yeah. I talk about, they really singing Take a Bow. Yes, take a bow. How about a round of a mother effing applause? That was very entertaining. But we gotta go. Let me know in the comments. Have y'all ever been in a situation where a guy you were with has body shamed you, or a girl you were with has body shamed you, or any person that has made you feel uncomfortable? And how quick did it take you to drop them? I really hope that you let them go, because I'm telling you, all of our bodies don't look like these freaking plastic Build-A-Bitch type shit, and don't feel bad about that. Shout out to Casey for the super chat. They say, I have B cups, and after pregnancy 5 years ago, they've got some sag. And I had someone say, I had orangutan tatas. No. Like, sis, these tatas done gave life. Like, what do you mean? Ew. I've heard that before too. Like, or they'll be like, do your stuff hang low? Like, they'll sing stuff like that. Like, we've heard it all. Like, girls just have so much of a standard when it comes to physical appearance. I feel like guys, the main thing that they have pressures on is like eggplant size and stuff. But for girls, it's so much. It's like, your hair, your makeup, do you have acne, do you have a snatched waist, do you have a big booty, do you got big boobs? You can't have big arms though, they gotta be small arms, but your thighs gotta be big, but your calves gotta be tiny. Like, it's so much. It's so freaking much. Like, so freaking much. It's so freaking much, to the point where it's like, why care? Like, no, for real, like, why even care? Like, bro, I went outside and got called scary by a random person. Like, and I know it's easier said than done, but that's why I said the fact that the person that said that to her was like somebody that she deemed important at a point in time. Yeah, I know that hurt. I know it hurt. But y'all, look, there's only one you. Like I say in my intro, you got to be the best you that you could be. Like, we don't all got money out there to be having surgeries and stuff, but if you do have the money and you decide to do that, go for it. It's your body. Do what you want, but don't do it because other people are forcing you to do it just because it's trendy or whatever. Girl, I be getting called a boomer all the time because I dress like this. And I'm only 25. Like, you gotta get over certain things because the trends come and go. Certain looks come and go. Remember, there was a time where the in look was like the Paris Hilton being like super thin, super skinny, and having big boobs. Like, that was a look. Then before that, in like the 70s, it was the little boy look. Like, they wanted girls that were really, really small, flat butt, flat chest. They did a little boy look in the 20s and 30s too. Like, all these trends and body type, like the Coi Leray body type, like all these trends and body types come and go. So it's like, I feel like if a grown ass man can't realize that, you don't need to be sleeping with them. Like, you really don't. Like, that's how I gauge, like, okay, I'm too old for you, bro. Or I'm too old for you, sis. If you expect everybody to look like, what is that girl name? I don't fucking know. One of these rapper baby mamas. If you expect every girl to look like that naked, you don't deserve. I'm sorry, but you don't. You don't deserve it. You really don't. Yes, the new word is chuggy or whatever. Yeah, girl, who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares, girl? I'm telling you, who cares? And then the majority of the trends are like based in like, I'm not even about to go on the rants. But yes, trends always recycle. Just do you, girl. Especially with these dudes. Let me know. Make sure y'all leave some comments in the comments below for any of our young people watching, because we can't have these men molding our whole, or society beauty norms, where people be having hella, even people that swear they don't have surgery, like Jordan Woods. I'm just saying, bro. Like, even, you never know. You never freaking know. So, let's get into this next story, because that was only the first one. And we got 3 more after this. So, this one is called Crying Over Spilt Liquor. Okay? Crying over spilt liquor. Not spilt milk, spilt liquor. Hey, Naja girl. Let me start with saying I love you and your channel. Thank you so much. I've been watching you since your call center series, and girl, I worked in my own Ratchet Corp, so hearing your stories were like a flashback. Well, thank you so much for the support. And again, y'all, if y'all like call center stories, that's all season 2 is of the Tribe T podcast. So whenever you see that thumbnail, know it's a call center story if y'all like call center shenanigans. And shout out to Sienna for the super chat. They said period because Aaliyah and Left Eye were eating the girls up with the tomboy look. Yes, like it goes in cycles. Like, look at the music video vixens from the 2000s. If they did have a big butt, it wasn't like big like how we see today. Like, they were all still very slim, but they were naturally curved because, well, they're black women. Like, it is what it is. Women come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come in different trends, and it sucks that our bodies have to be trends. Have you noticed, like, guys only have like 4 different body types, and they don't, like, their body types are never in style or out of style, but like ours are? Like, it's so weird. Oh, and by the way, shout out to all the mods. I see y'all doing a thing in the chat. Shout out to y'all. So let's get into this story. You might not read this until August. Oh my God, girl. Oh my Lord. You might not read this until August, but honestly, I'm not looking for advice, and I'm being for real. Okay, girl. My life stays drama-free, but this situation was just so wild to me, and I just wanted to share it. So I'm 25, and my friend, we will call her D, just turned 21 at the beginning of January. So I was hanging out with D, her man, we're going to call him Jody, oh Lord, for the weekend. He got bottles, grass. We're just chilling, having good vibes. So on the day of her B-Day, I went by D and her man's spot early, and she was getting ready. I fixed myself something to sip on, but then she needed help with her hair, so I abandoned the drink. It'll make sense why I have to mention this later. Eventually, some more friends came through to the house to continue the party, and eventually everyone decided they wanted to go out to celebrate to a strip club during a panoramic. I get it, support your local sex workers, but we not about to die at the club. Like, come on now. I told D beforehand I wasn't really trying to go out somewhere crowded, but we're in Atlanta, so folks been said FC not the damn girl. Atlanta, y'all just don't care, boy. I'm not going outside for nobody. So we go out, and Jody pays for everyone to get in the spot and a round of drinks. Cool. I ordered some wings and sat and watched the show. The night was lit, no issues at all, or so I thought. But tell me why later D hits me up saying that Jody had an issue with me. Remember that drink I had abandoned earlier? Oh boy, what, girl, this is some poor stuff. This is so poor. He was mad that I wasted a cup. Like, real life upset that I abandoned my drink earlier. Sir, see, this is when little stuff like this, when it happens to me, it be triggering my personal past trauma, because like, if somebody were to do this to me in real life, I shit you not, and I'm working on this. I'm seeing my good sis. Okay, I'm working on it. But in that situation, I would have Googled the alcohol, the name of the alcohol, the bottle, how much it cost. Okay? Then I would have divided it by how much I put in there. And I would have Cash Apped this girl, like, being petty. Say if it was a $24 bottle, I would Cash App her $1.49. And I would say, here's that cup. Oh, and would you like the cup itself as well? Here's another $1. You fucking broke bitch. Like, bruh, I swear to God, that's my problem. That's my problem. Like, that's how I would move in this situation, because what you're not about to do is make it seem like I used you. Like, you're not about to make it seem like I use you, or I'm trying to finesse you, or like, what is that? Like, that is so weird. Like, that is just some animosity. Like, that's just so weird. Here's your $2.84 because you got me so messed up. And then I'm a ghost, and then I'm about to be real petty. Then I'm gonna actually go out again. Well, not in this scenario because of C19, but I would go out again and like Snapchat, Instagram Live my whole time of me buying hella drinks. I'd be like, girl, if you don't check your man, like, why are you even telling me? That's some shit that y'all bicker about amongst yourself. Why do I know that? Why do I know that? Now I know, like, and then let me guess, it was a problem when he paid for you at the, like, I would have brought my own stuff. I would not even, no. Anyway, girl, so mind you, we were out of liquor at the time, and he was going out to buy some more anyway. So he mentioned which store he was going to, and I suggested one closer. Problem. According to D, I was out of line and coming off as being too comfortable by acting like her dude wasn't grown and couldn't decide what store to go to himself. Naja, when I tell you I was holding the phone looking so confused. I'm about to be so real with y'all. If he's new, i.e. y'all have been friends before this, if he's new and his whole mission is to try to paint all the old people as bad, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because that lets me know he's trying to isolate you. Like, that's weird. It'd be one thing if you really were a controlling friend and you really were taking advantage of the situation, right? And you really were doing that. And she realized it on her own. That's different. But it seems to me like she saw it as a normal night, and he's over here being nitpicky, trying to stir something up like it was drama. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him already. So, on top of that, while we were out and I ordered my food, Jody came by and asked, was I paying for my food? Now, tell me if it's me, but I feel like when people who's paying for anything, then they're offering to pick up the bill. But I watched the live to see if the tribe feels the same way. Okay, my thing is if this is how I roll. And this is why I don't associate myself with a lot of people, and why I only have, and I know this term has just been like really swamped through the ass crack of the internet, but I like having high value friends around me and high value people that I hold close to me, because I'm a fucking catch as a friend. I will spoil the fuck out your ass, but I'm gonna need you to do that same shit for me. When me and my man go out and you don't have a man, my man's gonna pick up the tab for you, because that's how my man gets down type shit, right? Shout out to Sienna talking about, oh, I would have been like, well, let me call my man so we can have a group convo. No, period. That's what I'm saying. Like, if my friend is a single girl, my dude's gonna pick up the tab for you because you're my friend, but that's something that me and my guy spoke about before you even got here. You get what I'm saying? I feel like old girl is in a controlling ass situation because the fact that they didn't even think to talk about that. Let me know if I'm doing the most, but that's just how I get down with me and my boyfriend. Like, my friends, you're a girl, bro. You're a single girl. You're gonna be able to go out and get free shit by yourself. But if I want to do stuff, like we're in my man's car, my man's RDD, like, you get what I'm saying? And if anybody feels taken advantage of, I'm gonna say something, because that's my boyfriend. Like, what the fuck? What? Girl, this would have irritated my soul. I would not want to hang out with her. But in the same breath, I will say I have had somebody try to take advantage of that. And that's why I said now I have high value. Like, I have high standards for my friends. Like, I have business associates. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to being my friend, like, nah, bro, I need to have high value people around me because I like to do certain things. Like, you get what I'm saying? I would not have liked this. Oh my God. So But you said, tell me if, but I feel like when people ask who's paying for anything, they're offering to pick up the bill. Nah, I'll say this. Whenever somebody's like, so who's paying for what? They're trying to establish that they want you to pay for yourself. That's just, I don't know. That's just my thing. Or when the server comes or the hostess comes, they'll say, hey, can you split this up however way? There's ways to go about it. But I will say, me personally, if somebody was spotting me all night, and we get to a place and be like, hey, who's about to pay for this? I'm going to assume they're like, okay, I don't know. Let me know in the chat how y'all feel. But I feel like he was hinting to you that he wanted you to pay for it. But again, this is a conversation your friend should have had with her man before she invited you. And I feel like when you're a couple and you do hang out with a single person, especially if it's a girl, a single person that's a girl, and they're the girlfriend's friend, like, definitely y'all should have talked about that. You know, like, I don't know. But then again, there are some other people that I hang with that just like refuse for us to pay for shit for them. But that's what I'm talking about, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you hang out with certain people, you wouldn't even be put in that situation. Like, I haven't had nobody say like, oh, I need your man to spot me all night type shit. But if we offered to take you out, like, I don't know, girl. This is too much. Over a night on the town. But, so I'm joking, asking him, like, do I need to pay? And when I said it, and baby boy didn't seem offended at the time, hell, he was laughing in my face. But once again, someone was in their feelings. D told me that I came off as if I expected for him to pay for my meal. My $8 wings meal. Okay, don't do that, sis. Because I don't like when people be like, oh, that $5 this, that $2 that. Well, you didn't have that $8 for that meal at that moment. Like, don't do that. But definitely it is giving mixed signals. Like, how long were they together? Is this your first time meeting him? How long have you and the girl been friends? Were you there before he was there? Yeah, this is just bad. This is just bad, girl. This is just bad. This is why I pay for my own stuff. I can't. Thank God for my growth to not just come at folks' neck, because I'm a Capricorn. Shout out to all the Capricorns in the chat. Shout out to all the caps. Shout out to all the caps. I won't hesitate to do it, but I'm like, are you really calling me about this? She's coming to me on some Barbara, this is Shirley. Right! As if she's defending her man's honor over a watered down cup and liquor and an $8 meal. Again, like I said, let's not do that, because you didn't pay for that watered down liquor and that all that. You get what I'm saying? But I do agree with you where it's just like, girl, if it didn't offend you in the moment, like, you should at least think, like, you were there. That'd be killing me. It's like, sis, you were there. You saw it happen in real life. Like, you were there. You saw his reaction versus how he's talking to you here. And I don't know about any of y'all, but me and my significant other, we have a look we give each other. Like, we have a look. Like, he ain't even give you no look. Nothing, sis. Like, you just out of nowhere. I don't know. You gotta be careful with dudes where it's like every one of your friends, they always got something to say. Always. Like, bruh, gotta get, oh my God. I'm not trying to come from my friend, but this was a real broke conversation. It really was, like, broke as hell. Like, come on now. I get people are struggling, but y'all bought drinks for everyone, throwing ones at the strip club. So money is obviously not tight, or should we have picked up 8 of those bills off the floor and paid for the meal? Oh my God. So yeah, he was being that dude. Why he singled you out, I don't know. But he was being that guy for the night. And this is why, like, dudes be wanting to be that dude, but they be cheap as hell for real. It's like, you want to be that guy with all the attractive women around you, and you want to be the man in the situation, but at the end of the day, you really don't. Like, you really don't. Because a grown-ass man would not be keeping tabs on women that you're supposedly taking care of on behalf of your girl's birthday. This is very broke. So I waited a day to talk to D again so I could let out the petty and come to her as a friend and a grown woman. I basically told her that nothing she told me needed to have been said to me, right? She could have just charged that shit and left it in her house. If Jody was mad about the drink, or me suggesting the closest liquor store, that could have been pillow talk between y'all, because this just has me looking at your dude crazy, right? And her as well for even calling me over this. So I'm telling sis this, and she just doubles down on how I was out of pocket and that she had to tell me this as a friend. So I'm like this. Don't come to me with an issue if you can't give me a clear way to avoid the problem again. So now I'm like, do I have to finish my food every time I come by there? Can I not make suggestions about things because I just won't speak to him anymore going forward? So I just decided to not deal with him on any level because both of them are insecure. Him about money and her about relationships. And I don't deal with drama, as I said earlier. I'm still going to be cool with D. How are you still going to be cool with D if you said you decided not to talk to him? This is the first issue we've had, and it's not that deep to cut her off, but not all your friends can handle their friends being cool with their dude. I'm just mad because he was my plug to get trees, and it was so convenient to be able to walk over there to re-up. Yeah, girl, there's too much going on here. This is way too much going on. I attached a picture of me just because, once again, love ya, and I can't wait to see how you react. I love these pictures. You look so cute. Yes, ma'am. Girl. You said you ain't need no advice, so I'm not gonna say nothing. But if anybody is in a situation where you have a friend who has a boyfriend that is super over analytical, super critical, super overbearing to the point where you don't even see them for real. Like, I get it, you won't want to cut her off, but it's like, what do y'all do? Like, I would let that shit go because people don't talk shit by themselves. And you know, every time you and her have any type of disagreement, even though you say you don't do drama, she does. She does drama. And anytime you ruffle her feathers and she talked to him, it's going to be like a grooming or a nurturing scenario of like, yes, see, I told you about her and blah, blah, blah. And then it also doesn't help that you buy a tree from him. So he's already going to be suspicious of you as somebody who's willing to take advantage, willing to mooch. It sounds like he has trust issues. I'm going to just be real. Sounds like he has trust issues and he's rubbing it off on his girl to try to keep her away. And yeah, I don't know. You say you don't need no advice, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let me know if y'all are still cool. I'm very interested to know if y'all are still cool because I'm telling you, you can't talk shit by yourself. You can't talk shit by yourself. So just saying, girl. If any of y'all have been in a situation like that, let her know in the comments below, or let anybody know in the comments below how you would have handled it. Or even if you haven't been in the situation, like, how would you handle it? Have any of y'all ever dated a guy that was like superly cheap, just very cheap, but at the same time wanted to play baller, but you're cheap? You balling out of control, but you cheap. Okay. You at the strip club throwing ones, but you're bitching over an $8 meal. Solid. Girl, anyway. And you're bitching over cups. That half drunken cups. Solo cups. And you snapping because somebody gave you a suggestion of where you could buy liquor. Like, this is just too much. This is just too much. So let's get on to this next story. Oh my goodness, this one is long. Oh my god. I'm a like skim through this a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one is really freaking long. This is really freaking long. Oh my lord, y'all. This one is called "They Love a Savage Bee Until You Do Some Savage-ish." That is the truth. That is definitely the truth. And shout out to anybody that just got up in here. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? All during a panorama. So they love a savage bee until you do some savage-ish. So, hey, Naja, I have been watching you since your abusive ex-BF video. And let me say, thank you so much for sharing your experiences. Well, you are very, very welcome. They are embarrassing to look at today, but I know that somebody out there is watching them and getting something from it. So I keep it up. They really help me. Anyway, it's about time I've written into the tribe. You can call me... What in the TikTok? You could call me Bruised Baby. Girl, I'm gonna call you Gretchen. Gretchen is 21. So around September, I got back with my on again, off again boyfriend. And honestly, I don't know how it happened. It just did. I was just super bored. Now, I won't lie. Despite all the bad that has happened in our past, I still think about this boy every day. So I was really happy that we got back together. I always convinced myself that this time will be the time. Girl. However, as you've already may have guessed, that was very short-lived. Yeah, we had our great moments, but it was soon all BS. He would always accuse me of cheating or talking to other people. And that always pissed me off because it's him who's been disloyal in the past. I didn't start being sneaky until he broke something in me, and I thought that was the only way to get even. Girl, I be telling y'all, like, I've been there too. I'm telling y'all, don't do it. The only person that ends up looking dumb is you. Like, trust me, don't do it, y'all. Due to these insecurities, he would always go through my phone, which I didn't mind. You should mind. That's too much. I get it if you have your phone unlocked or like you give your significant other the password as like a showing of trust, or like you let your significant, like I use my boyfriend's phone and I know there's a trust there. Like we're not doing anything. You get what I'm saying? But my man doesn't be all up on my phone trying to see what I'm doing because I feel like that's guilty behavior. Weird. Let me know. Right. We love projections. Like what? If that's what he needs to do to ease his mind, then by all means go ahead. It very soon escalated though. He went through every conversation on every social media platform that I had, even the ones dating back to hella long. He started deleting, blocking people that I previously talked to. Again, I didn't mind because I actually wanted to make it work with him. Girl, he is doing a lot of problematic behaviors. So days turn into weeks and it just keeps going downhill. We start arguing again and basically arguing daily, and I'm just getting more drained by his low energy, but I still tried to thug it out. He was going through my social media still and removing every guy this time. So every dude. At that point, I remember having a little talk to myself like, you know this ain't about to work out, right? Right? Like, so what about your cousins? What about your classmates? What about your professor? Like, oh my God, I knew this wasn't going to be my husband, but I stayed. That's the thing that I really want y'all to, like, if you do not see yourself marrying this person and you're in something long term, I don't know what's the point. Okay, maybe marriage isn't serious for some of you. Like, maybe marriage isn't a step in the relationship journey you want to take or with anybody. So that's fine. But if you are somebody that holds marriage or children as like a end up, like this is my person type thing, and you don't see yourself having kids or being married with the person you're sleeping with, like living with or in something serious, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I've been there. Like, I remember when I was in a relationship and I was like, I could not imagine myself at a wedding with this person with my family on this side, their family on that side. I could not imagine having a kid with this person. What am I doing? Why am I here? Because isn't that the point? Why am I in this serious ass thing if I can go and mess around and not have any, like what? Anywho, this boy is 21 and unemployed because all he ever really did was sell drugs and rap on SoundCloud. No. This made it difficult for him to find a job because, like any other SoundCloud rapper and drug dealer, he has tattoos on his face. Boy, I know they mad as hell. It's not 2018 no more, boy. They done messed up. So while he's trying to find a job, he would sell too at the job. What a dummy. Mind you, bro didn't have a car, so what? He didn't have a car, so I would constantly have to be driving him to his drops. Girl, you a whole accomplice out here. Either that or I would be sitting passenger seat while he drove my car. Oh my God. This was all good and dandy for like 2.5 days. Because like by the third, girl, I'm bored. I want to do something else besides smoke, drive around, smoke, drive around. Like, no. I'm telling you this so you can get an idea of how this was all slowly taking its toll on me and drove me to do what I did. So basically, she's trying to butter it up for whatever the hell she did to this man. Things between he and I are just riding that downward wave. And I'm also noticing sketchy stuff. But I just didn't even care to call him out because I just knew this was not going to be my husband. So let's skip to this one night. What was that? Is that my phone? Girl, I don't know where oh, here we go. So let's skip to this one night. We weren't on the best terms, but we were still together. He said he was going to hang with his friends, so I was like, cool. And he would send me the messages here and there until it got to be a bit later in the night. I was texting and calling, no answer. Oh, and I had taken some substances, so I don't really remember everything with a lot of detail. But what I do remember is me being really mad that he wasn't replying. I checked his location and it said he was home, so I'm thinking dude probably left his phone at home on purpose. As the seconds go by, my blood is just boiling. And that's it. I decided to go to his house to see if he was really home. So I'm walking there. Why are you walking? Did you give him your car? You gave him your car? Girl, I would have put a tracker on my car. You got me messed up. He has your car. He got you walking to his house. I finally get to his house. I walk up quietly to his window, and Naja, I look in his window, and this boy is passed the F out on his bed. So I was off some substances, so I'm feeling bold, I guess, and I open his window and I climb in. Now, I've done this before because I've had to sneak in so many times. My intentions for real were to just wake him up and talk. Girl, you're crazy. Or whatever. So once I'm in, I see that he's super passed out, and next to him in his bag is where he kept his inventory. His bud, his pre-rolls, all that. So I'm trying to wake him up and it's not working at all. Girl, maybe because he's on the same substance you're on. Like I'm purposely not saying what it is, but it's a depressant, and usually the only reason why you're acting the way you're acting and you're being really sporadic and manic is because when you force yourself to stay up on this depressant, you get bold and you like this is how that same substance is the reason why my boyfriend is where he at and don't remember what happened for real. Like, it's pretty bad. Don't do drugs, y'all. So I'm shaking him and everything, but he's still just snoring. At that point, I knew he must have also been on the substance, and there was no waking him up. So Naja, I took all his stuff. I took everything. I put it in my pocket, and then I jumped out the window and took myself back home. And then took my car. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh my God, hold on. Sienna said, thank you for the donation. They talking about this how the police call gonna go. Yes, officer, I was asleep, and when I woke up, my car was gone. I ain't about to play with no man, right? Like, what? Oh my Lord. So she done took all his stuff, got her car back. Oh my God. And once I got home, I kept sending him messages. Oh, and also, y'all, please do not operate machinery on anything also. So the next day, he's pissed because he doesn't know where his stuff is or what happened. And I'm asking, like, well, where were you? Where would you have left it? Who were you with? He says he remembers getting home and he remembers being with friends, but sure enough, doesn't remember exactly what happened. So he ends up blaming his sister, which I felt a little bad for later. So fast forward, he gets a job at a gas station, and I would have to go and pick him up. Pause. Girl, this was not revenge. And please, with love, this was not revenge. With love, this was a drug addict moment. Like, this was a whole druggy moment, like, with love. Because if this was the end-all, be-all, the straw that broke the camel's back, there would not be no fast forward. What did they say? Fast forward, he gets a job, and I got to go pick him up. And then you mean to tell me he couldn't put two and two together because the car is missing? Like, y'all were just heavily on drugs. Y'all need to get off them drugs. Y'all need to get off of drugs. Y'all need to get off it. Sis, I hope you don't do drugs today. I hope you're good. I really do, because that made no sense. You literally just had like a barred out moment, and you literally just robbed him. And what did you do with the stuff? Did you use it? Did you sell it? Like, what did you do? Anyway, so I pick him up from his job, and we have an after work smoke sesh, and before I picked him up, he was like, you smoked me out this time. And I was like, bet. So I smoked him out with his own tree. Sis. You have no idea how good it felt to do some trifling stuff like that to him. So again, fast forward a little more, and of course we're still rocky. How is there more fast forward? You robbed him. How is there more fast forward? He has this MacBook that I have my eye on. Yes, girl, I'm plotting. He would let me borrow it on the premise that I'd be looking for an apartment for him and I to move into. But although I would have it, I couldn't take it because he was still signed into iCloud. Oh, okay. Basically, you're saying even though you had it, you couldn't steal it because he was all logged in. A few times I tried to trick him into giving me his password, but I think he knew what I was up to, so he didn't give it up. Y'all, this is why I don't hang out with drug addicts, bro, because I'm sorry. Like, and why I said in my other story time where I'm like, bro, I live in the addiction shuffle area, bro. I used to be in the whole drug scene. People are manipulative. They steal from you. They steal from their own family. You think they're not going to steal from you? You can't trust anybody around you. Girl. Because at this point, I feel you with the fluff, because I did not paraphrase. I told you I was going to skim. I didn't. The reasoning isn't there. I know you tried to build it up to make it look good, to make it look like he deserved it, but unfortunately it seems like both of you guys are just young drug addicts and have been making a lot of really poor decisions because you're under the influence. Like, that's all I'm seeing here. So again, skipping into time, I got a Snapchat message from my high school best friend. When I opened it, it was a screenshot of my boyfriend trying to hit her up. It was nothing incriminating, but it's the fact that I know I know how he is, and the fact that he knows she don't F with him because she's my friend. Okay, I'm about to blow y'all mind real quick. And y'all know I rarely take the side of the dusty, if ever. But when you robbed him, he was exactly where he said he was. Because that's what you did. You robbed him. Yeah, he can't go to the police, but you robbed him. He owed somebody money for that. He was exactly where he was. He didn't even clock you when you smoked his own butt with him. Maybe because he was too under the influence himself. But usually if you would have pulled that with the right one, because I'm questioning your title, because this isn't savage. This is just like tick for tack shit that drug addicts do to each other. But if you would have did this to a real savage, there would not be no fast forward later or, oh, my sister probably done it. No, you would be getting tracked down. Like, it would be bad. I really hope that you are not in this life anymore. But it's like, he's really just done everything he's told you he's been doing. Not saying he's not doing anything, but it's like, y'all both, you even admitted yourself that you were on a different type of time. Like, this is kind of sad. Not gonna lie, this is a little sad. So I thanked her for showing me, and I showed him what she said. Immediately, he went in defense mode and started it wasn't even like that. I was just trying to say, hey, she's not even cute. She ain't got this and ain't got that. So I shut it down real quick, and I said, I don't care. I believe you. It's okay. I love you. Girl, bye. I didn't put up a fight, although it did hurt a little. What hurt? Like, girl, he ain't even do nothing. Like, you even said yourself it wasn't even incriminating. You read the messages, and then you believe in this bitch that hit you up, your best friend from high school. Best friend, where are you at today? You got me over here supporting a damn bum. Where are you at giving me any type of best friend advice? But you want to be the first person to come over here to be fucking messy. Like, I'm telling you, sis, it's that lifestyle. It's that scene. Like, I really hope that you are not also break up with him, but also not in this scene anymore, because you're going to keep encountering people like this. Manipulative, opportunistic people that steal from their family and will steal from you too. Like, girl, you robbed him, girl. So, anyway, he was so dumbfounded by the way I reacted, because I'm never nonchalant about that kind of stuff. So the next day he had to go to work, and his mom was taking him. Remember though, we were looking for apartments to move in together. I wasn't looking for shit though. So before his mom drops him off at work, she stops here because she's going to drop off his laptop so I could keep on searching. While he's here, he's like, you believe me, right? You know I wasn't trying to get with her. And riding the wave, I'm like, of course I believe you. He tells me he loves me, and off he goes. Once he's at work, he sends me messages with all the possible passwords for the iCloud, because I guess now he trusted me. LMAO. Bitch, when I tell you I signed out of his iCloud so quick, I signed out of it all and rebooted the laptop, and I made it my own. Shortly after, I left his crusty ass. Yeah, he ended up finding out I took his inventory, but that's another story time. What I want to know is how you pulled off being the last person with the laptop and him not knowing it was you. Like, girl, if I were doing that, I would have like moved. And I know that's a little dramatic, but like, this is something you do when like you're about to move. Like, oh, I'm about to go to college. I'm about to like give him the big shebang and then leave. I don't know, child. This just gives me like petty. Like this was just petty. I just don't understand how he didn't know that you took it. You really don't think like, and you really don't think he knew that was his tree? Like, I'm telling y'all must have been on some good stuff, because I don't see how all of this wasn't clocked. So, oh, and before y'all come for me in the chat about how I'm effed up and what I did was effed up, I want y'all to know that he pawned my brand new Xbox that my mom had gotten me for my birthday. He threw away my bike. He slashed the tires on my car. He took hella of my Supreme clothing, and most of all, this boy treated me like I was nothing for the longest. All we're saying in the chat is, with all those things, why did you stay? That's why we're just trying to figure out, like, we're not trying to say, like, you're, like, this horrible person. All I'm trying to insinuate is that these behaviors, even him pawning your stuff, all that, these are behaviors of an addict. Tattooing your face under the age of 20 and really thinking you're about to be these are the movements of an addict. You over here stealing his computer and all this stuff. The fact that both of y'all mamas both know that y'all are moving on some like Skins UK couple BS. Like, I'm just being real, bro. I'm just being real. Nobody thinks that you are effed up or whatever, or like that you're like this edgelord. Like, that's not what that's not the direction we're coming from. If anything, we're being sympathetic and also giving you that third perspective of like, y'all were on drugs. This is drug behavior, both of y'all. And I hope that you no longer do drugs. But I'm gonna finish your story. Because no, you did not deserve any of that. You didn't deserve to have your stuff sold. You didn't deserve that. But what you did do inadvertently was bask in the money that was made by doing that. You get what I'm saying? Because you were in a relationship with him. You're smoking with him. You driving around with him. Like, bro, y'all are just toxic. Y'all are just toxic. It's giving very much Harley Quinn the Joker. Like, y'all are just toxic. So I once saw something somewhere that said, you can't always sit around and wait for karma to happen. You have to make it happen. And that really stuck with me. Girl, the funny thing is like, I really doubt you did anything impactful to his life, because those are all material things. And it seems like he already doesn't care about material things. He pawns stuff for money. Like, he's not good with money because he gets in debt. And I'm pretty sure when you stole all those drugs, somebody had to get paid. So he stole it from, I really, really doubt. Like, that's what I'm saying. Unless y'all were on some good shit, I really doubt he did not clock that was his bud. I really doubt it. I really highly doubt it. Because why would he steal? Like, I don't know. Both of y'all was just toxic, under the influence, young, dumb, Please do not do drugs, y'all, because this is the type of people you end up being around, unfortunately. And no, that was not karma happening or anything. That was you being messy. Like, you should have broke up with him a long time ago. Like, you should have just broke up with him, kept him where he was at when he cheated and stuff, because obviously you still held some resentment. And I think that's why you justified it for yourself as karma, when in reality, when you take somebody back, you are taking back, like, you have to come to the general consensus of the past is the past and now we're moving forward. It's kind of not fair to punish somebody for what they apologized for when you took them back. You took them back. At the end of the day, you took him back, you know? It's giving very much Whitney and Bobby. It's giving very much Whitney and Bobby. I hope, oh my God, but I'm over all of this that he's done to me in the past, but I knew I was really leaving this time. Girl, you were not over what he did to you in the past. You were not over it. And if you knew that, if you really want to do some big like bon voyage, you would have told him. I don't know, any of my girls out there in the chat, like how I said earlier, you never want to stoop to somebody's level. When you actually go to hell to meet a dude in hell, girl, you're going to want to tell them. You're going to want to be like, oh yeah, by the way, dummy. Like, you're not going to want to just be like, you're not going to be able to contain yourself, girl. Just telling you. I was not walking away empty-handed. Nope, I am not no bitch. And girl, he was salty. Boy was hurt. Polo G said he's stuck in his ways, but hate the taste of his own medicine. I felt that one, and I know his dusty behind did too. I hope you read this and y'all had a good laugh. I'll be in the chat. Hey sis. And so leave any comments and questions below if you have any. Let me know if you would like to hear more. And P.S. the MacBook is what I used to write in this tribe tea. Well, look, here's my thing, okay? Girl, I hope you're not doing drugs no more. I hope you're not doing drugs, or I hope at least you're not doing those drugs. It's getting really bad. I'm seeing more homeless early 20s on YouTube, and they're all saying they're either on blues or Xanianas. So please be careful. They're getting really freaking cheap. They're very addictive. And then you put yourself in dumbass situations like this, obviously. This was funny. I'm not going to lie, it was funny. But sis, I have to address the elephant in the room. You spent more time building up how much resentment you had for him. And you didn't even give us specific examples until the end. You spent so much time building it up because you didn't want to be seen as the bad guy. You didn't even tell us what the hell happened when you stole from him. Like, what did he do? How did you steal it? Like, did you not give it back to the mom? Did you tell him this is mine now? How did you guys officially break up? Are y'all even really broke up for real? Are y'all broke up in real life? Or are you just saying that? I have tons of questions. I have tons of questions. Like, tons. So yes, first one I want to know, are y'all still together? For real? Are y'all for real? Are you still using? I hope you're not, because I understand sometimes when you get in relationships with people that are heavy users, you end up falling for, like, when you're in a relationship with somebody who has a bad habit, you're most likely going to be doing those bad habits. So I'm hoping that now that you're not with him, you're good. So are you still using? Now today, looking back, do you feel different about it? Because you did send me this some time ago. So, like, do you feel different about it now looking back on it? Because y'all were both doing tick for tack. Y'all were both being nasty and grimy to each other. Y'all were both stealing from each other, pawning it, and then enjoying the reward, like, and pretending like you didn't know what happened. Like, do you feel differently about it looking back at it now? Because I don't know. Oh, and my little piece of advice, even though I'm sure you don't need any, but my little piece of advice. There's always going to be somebody bigger and badder. I know that's not a Polo G lyric, and it's an old school saying, but there's always going to be somebody bigger and badder than you, and you can't finesse a finesser. You tried the right one. There we go. That's a better one. You tried the right one. Let's just say that. Because I know some people where if you would have did that shit to them, would have took all their stash and stuff, I couldn't even say what would have happened to you. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of young women who are addicts unfortunately get killed in the street. So, yeah, bro, that's serious. It's serious out here. Y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to be careful. Because it's real out here. It is super real out here. Hold on. I'm just going to glance at the chat real quick. Y'all like, right, I need answers. No, for real. I need some answers. Tell me, why did I get tagged with the word? I don't know. I saw that in the chat too. I'm talking about not the Polo G quote. I'm saying, I mean, shoot, I know y'all like y'all some Polo Gs. I was like, I know it's not a Polo G quote, but there's always, you cannot finesse a finesser, and there's always going to be somebody bigger and badder, and you don't mess with an actual savage. You don't mess with an actual savage's pack. You don't. You will get dealt with. Like, especially living here, I've seen it over the years. I've seen so many cases of young girls getting sent to do these missions to steal from people who are like these little peons, right? Because your ex, he was a peon. But that peon works for a big fish up the ladder, you know? Like, so you never want to play with your own life like that over trying to play Bad Girls Club. Like, you never want to play with your life like that, because you do not know. That lifestyle is really not a game, for real. Yeah, that was somebody, you know, that was somebody's rent. Like, you really don't want to do that. But thank you for telling me the story. That was crazy. Oh, funny. I see somebody in the chat. I'm about to read their story. I see you in the chat. I'm about to read your story right now. Shout out to you. I see you, girl. Tell me, why did I get to... I don't know. I'm sorry. I keep reading your... Okay. Here we go. The last story of the day, because my laptop is dying, and we've almost been out here for like 2 hours. See, these long stories be dragging. They be dragging, girl. So let's get into the title story. One of the biggest L's I ever took. Let's get into it. So, hey Naja and Tribe. I haven't sent a Tribe tea in a couple years, so I doubt you remember it, but I was the one who was considering if I should kiss my coworker for Christmas, even though I smashed 2 other ones at my now previous job. Yes, I do remember who you are. So I am 22 now, and I am no longer a member of the streets as of about 2 years ago, because my amazing boyfriend, whom I genuinely see a future with, that's what's up. But this story isn't about him. It's about some mess I got myself into when I was like 16 or 17, involving one of my mom's friend's kids. So when I was in high school, my mom's friend invited me to accompany her daughter and her other kids to Las Vegas. I obviously said yes, because her daughter and I were really close, even though we had an almost 4-year age gap. The only thing I was nervous about was being around her brother, David. He and I are the same age and secretly messed around for a while, until the time he started dating his on-again, off-again girlfriend, T. I wonder if the sister knows. At that point in time, they broke up and made up so often that it was honestly hard to keep track. But the last update I had was that he was on an off period with his girlfriend. Again, I thought I was not going to be super tempted to mess with him, because I was at a point where I started feeling guilty, as I should have, for messing around with my now best friend's brother. That's what I'm saying. Like, does she know? Because, like, well, obviously she doesn't, because she said I feel guilty. I've been feeling guilty. I've been messing with her brother because I'm not the first girl to do it. Oh, my Lord. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have an attractive family, T. And I've never had any of my friends, me and my brother are 4 years apart, I've never had any of my friends, like, actually try me on that. And if they have, I'm glad I don't know about it. Because at the end of the day, we're grown. We're all grown. So if one of my friends wanted to be a creep and do that, like, just don't let me know about it. I don't want to know. It's gross. Like, I wouldn't want to know. So I feel like the girl probably just wouldn't care, because she wouldn't want to know. Now, if you let her know, then there's a whole new level of disgust. And it's like, ew, like, you could have kept that to your grave. You could have kept it to your grave. Like, what in the episode, what in the Wattpad, you had to smash my brother, sis? Like, ew. Like, you could have just kept that in your diary. Like, so I'm pretty sure, and any of y'all in the chat, I'm sure y'all could relate. Like, if you have attractive siblings, like, because that people comment on, like, whatever y'all do as consensual adults, keep that over there. I don't want to know. Period. Like, ew. Anyways, the night before the trip, I arrived at their house as planned so I could go on a couple hour road trip to Vegas. It had not been my first time sleeping over, so we were all very comfortable with each other and usually had a great time. Her mom went to sleep first, so that left us teenagers to our own devices. Oh, wait, I forgot. Y'all are teenagers. So y'all 16, 17, like you said. Yeah, I would be so disgusted. Oh my God. I would be so disgusted. I would be so disgusted. I would not want to know, especially if I was immature and like I was a teenager. Yeah, I would not want, I would, because if you did tell me, I would probably want to like fight or something because it's gross. Like, because, ew, like, no, ew. So, we ate pizza, had a lot of junk food, and just talked. We eventually got bored, and my bestie, David, and I decided to watch some scary movies in his room because it honestly was like the cool room in the house. So the first movie was excited, so we decided to go for a second. Keep in mind, I was sitting on David's bed with my best friend while he was laying on his couch with a bunch of pillows and the blanket. So sometimes I would see him staring at me instead of the movie, and my teeny bopper self ate up the idea that I was more interesting. So halfway into the second movie, my best friend falls asleep. And when I woke her up, she decided she was going to bed in her room. Yeah, I probably would have had to throw hands with you, girl. Oh my God. I immediately got ready to join her. I wouldn't even like, ew, like I wouldn't even want to be in my brother's room. Like for one, I'd be like, ew, ew. I don't even want to be in here, girl. Ew. So I'm about to leave and the brother was like, oh, you're not even tired. Why don't you just stay here and finish the movie? And I tried to get around his statement and say that it's late and everything, but this just caused us to debate a bit, and I wasn't putting that much of a fight. Meanwhile, Bestie has no clue what's going on and says, girl, it's fine. Just finish the movie. I know you love scary movies, and I don't want to ruin your fun. Rather than insisting I go to bed like a good best friend, I gave in and sat back on the bed. Girl, you ain't right for this. Oh, my gosh. You ain't right for this because you even said that, like, you used to hook up with him. So, like, even just my bestie being on the bed would have made me feel so... I would have been like, oh, my God, girl. Ew. Oh, my God. I'll spare you the... Thank you. So, I'll spare you the details on exactly what went down because I know that subject makes you uncomfortable. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. But what I will say is we did not smash, but we did do other things we ain't had no business doing. When the movie ended, I went to bed in my best friend's room and woke up bright and early for the drive. That morning, her mom had us made us to go in David's car so he could drive, because I saw some of y'all in the chat were like, how old is he? They're all in the same age bracket. She said David is her age and the girl is 4 years older. Her bestie is 4 years older. So David's car, blah, blah, blah. And it made me internally freak out because of the guilt I had ignored, smacked me back into reality 10 times over. This is where the L comes into play. Naja, tell me why when we're all packed and in our cars, his mom yells, David, don't forget to make sure so-and-so's mom still has my number before you leave her house. We'll call her Cora. Who is Cora, you might ask? His on again, off again girlfriend. If I didn't have melanin, child, I think my face would have turned pale, then bright red, then outright like I was deceased. I immediately looked down at my phone and then started searching in my bag for anything to wrap my head around what was happening and how the hell I was going to survive this week. My naive self was wondering how he could not tell me he was dating her. I'm about to say, girl, why do you think he didn't tell you? He is Garbaggio. This was the first time I just wanted to cry and hide and jump through the passenger seat to smack someone in my life. When I was in this deep state of internal panic, my bestie noticed my face and asked what was wrong. I got scared, so I lied and pretended I was upset because I couldn't find my earphones in my bag. She was so sweet and made sure I had some and got me hyped up for the trip. Meanwhile, I was ready to tuck and roll out the car and go home. We picked up Cora. Oh my God, that is so awkward. We picked up Cora and I tried my best to avoid all eye contact, because if I looked at anyone else in that car, I felt like I was going to throw up. That whole ride, I contemplated what I was going to do. I thought about telling Cora what happened. Girl, if you tell Cora what happened, you got to tell Bestie. And if you don't tell Bestie first, it's just going to be horrible. You don't want to, like, oh my gosh. And then when you do tell Bestie, like, well, this is all past tense. It already done happened. But I'm just saying, like, yo, people ain't never going to let y'all sleep over ever again. Like, so I looked at everyone in the car. I felt like I was going to throw up, blah, blah, blah. But considering their relationship and how both had a history of cheating on each other and talking behind each other's back, I felt like it would cause more problems for me than help her. I felt like confronting David, but I knew for a fact we would never have that opportunity to be alone to have that conversation. And most of all, I wanted to just come clean with my best friend. Right. Just tell her, because this is getting too much. I knew that would be the end of our friendship and our parents would be involved, so I felt my best option was to pretend nothing happened as best as I could and avoid being alone with Cora because I still felt hella guilty. When we got to Vegas, I was planning to do just that, and then I found out I was sharing a hotel room with her, my best friend, and her mom. Oh my God. At one point, she even tried to confide in me that she could tell he's hiding something and didn't know what to do. I felt like it was a setup and almost spilled my guts until she told me that she went through his phone and found the other girls he was texting inappropriately. I managed to hold it together the rest of the trip and had some fun with my best friend. When we got home, I swore to myself to never put myself in that position again and never have. I'm still besties with my friend, and now David's the one who can't look at me in the eye, especially because they are now engaged to be married. So him and Cora are about to get married. Cora is the on-again, off-again girlfriend of David's, who old girl thought he was off with and justified in her head to sleep with him. Like, yikes on bikes. Yikes on bikes. I personally, it happened so long ago, like, I would just tell her in a joking manner. I would tell Bessie in a joking manner. That shit happened so long ago. Or if you're okay with just keeping that to your grave, take it to the grave. But I really feel like it's going to be viewed at as funny. But I would definitely get that little funny jokey joke out before they tie the knot. Because if I was Miss Cora, I mean, yeah, bro is a cheater. But it's like, that's different. Like, and not saying that's justified. I feel like Miss Cora should leave him. Like, I don't think Cora should be with David. I don't think David should be with Cora. Cora needs to run. But Cora knows the truth and she's still there. So it's like, will that even really do anything by you saying stuff? I don't know. But I would like to know that before my wedding day. I don't know about y'all. But I did see you in the chat. But yeah, I know this did happen a long time ago, but does your bestie know? Like, does she know? And yeah, you're right. It might come off wrong if you bring it up. And you know he's still cheating. He gotta be. But I love that, like, every time he sees you, it's just a reminder, like, you ain't shit. But at the same time, you guys were so young when it happened. You guys were freaking teenagers. So in reality, it's kind of like charge it because y'all were teenagers. How old are you now? You're 22 now. Okay, so this didn't happen that long ago. This happened like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So yeah. I don't know. Y'all give some advice in the comments below. You might have to just either, it's gonna come out though. It's gonna come out. That's why if I were you, I would just tell your bestie at least, like, because it's gonna come out. And I would even explain to her, like, look, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to mess up our friendship. Y'all are grown now. There's no more separating the boys and the girls, sleepover BS. Like, y'all are all grown. I would say something. Like, because watch, when you get older, it's really not gonna matter. It's been a minute. Y'all are not kids no more. Like, and I would, like, literally, if one of my friends told me that my younger friends, mind you, because that also changes the control dynamic, because she was the same age as the brother. Her bestie is 4 years older than her. So if I had a friend who was younger than me and was my brother's age, and now we're both grown, and you tell me that like that happened, I'm gonna laugh. Like, I'm not gonna care. Like, that wasn't my house. Y'all disrespected my mama house. You didn't like like, no, I'm just saying, like I wouldn't care to that extent. I'd be like, ew, you're gross. Like, ew. But I wouldn't care to that extent. But yeah, I feel like the bestie at least deserves to know. Bro, that's his relationship. That's him with Cora. That's what he need to deal with. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that one. That is it for today's Tribe Tea. I know it was a little bit long. I want to thank everybody who came out in the chat. There's about 366 of you guys. Shout out to y'all. And yeah, if you guys want your stories read on this channel, just go to tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. I forgot to put my little ticker down here. I forgot. Thank you everybody who's in the live again. Thank you everybody that sent in a story to me. I appreciate you. All the stories I read were like old, so I appreciate y'all for being patient. And yeah, give us some updates if you're comfortable with showing your face. Give us some updates in the comments, because these stories are a little old, so there's probably some updates. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.